Hi INFJs. Today I want to share something special, a tool that can help us reconnect with our inner self, spark joy, bring a sense of peace into our daily life, and something that is actually really fun to do as well. And it's a mood board for our soul. I found this and I think that this is going to be so much fun to share with you guys. So if we haven't met before, my name's Trina Bretnell. I'm an INFJ and I'm also autistic. I created this channel with hopes of helping people like myself feel seen, heard, and understood and less alone, because that would have made a huge difference for me. I also work with INFJs and autistic INFJs to help them heal their self-love through coaching, community, and classes. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad that you found it. I hope you find it helpful. If you're returning, I'm so glad that you came back. I am so grateful for all my viewers. You guys are so amazing. I invite you, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I would really appreciate the support. Before we get going, I do want to mention, I mentioned this a few videos ago, that I was going to create a virtual meet and greet for INFJs and autistic INFJs. It's a one-day virtual event. I'm going to call it an event because I guess that's what it is. It's in December for about an hour and a half. It's in the evening. If you're Mountain Standard Time, it's in the evening, where we will just come together as INFJs, hang out, talk about INFJ life, have some good laughs. It is so much fun when we get to hang out with people who really get us, who understand, where we don't feel that we have to be somebody else or be scared to show parts of us because we're going to get judged. So if you want more information on this meet and greet, I put the link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click on the link and find out more. All right, let's get going on this mood board. I discovered this before I start. I want to share with you, I haven't built mine yet. Mine is in the research phase of finding all the things to put on my mood board. I have a vision board, but I haven't built my mood board yet, but I am planning. I guess it's in the planning phase, not the research phase. So a mood board, it isn't about creating something pretty. Although you can make it pretty if you want to. It's yours, you can do whatever you want with it. But really, we are creating a visual reminder of who we are and what brings us happiness and what keeps us grounded, because that's super important for an INFJ. So what exactly is a mood board? Now, I mentioned a vision board, and it's not a vision board. Vision boards it's the board filled with goals and aspirations. It's for your future, right? That's what vision boards are for, is to keep us on track of our future, which is super cool. I love vision boards. I have a vision board. But a mood board is specifically for our soul, for the present moment of what is going on now. So it captures our essence. It creates our safe space. And it's a source of joy right in that present moment. It's those things that are going to bring us back to our present moment where we feel safe and we feel joy. It is so powerful for an INFJ because we crave meaning, but we often feel very disconnected from ourselves, especially when we get into overwhelm. So this board is a way for us to reflect our inner world back to us in a calm place with a whole bunch of inspiration, which is what we love. I'm trying to think of everything that I wanted to mention about the mood board because I'm very excited about them because I think they're going to be very beneficial. So why, as an INFJ, do we need this? Because we are deep thinkers, we are empaths, and we're creative, and we can get so easily lost in the noise of the world around us. And we lose connection with who we are. Many of us have struggled with identity crisis, not knowing who we are or what's going on, because we are just lost in all the noise around us, trying to people please and keep everyone else happy and dealing with everything else that comes up. I always giggle because if somebody could just spend, an INFJ, you could probably relate to this, if you could just spend 5 minutes in my brain, you would understand why I get so overwhelmed. It's so busy in our heads, isn't it? And it's so easy to get lost. And a mood board will help us ground. It will help reduce stress, which is a huge one for me, and bring clarity when we feel really scattered. That's huge because I know what that feels like when we're just all scattered around and confused and we have no idea what we're doing or who we are. And my dog just came in, by the way, so you might hear him huff. He's a huffer, my big guy. Okay, so how do we build the mood board? Like I said, mine is still in the phase of collecting stuff. So the materials that you're going to want to start thinking about if you're into doing something like this, which I think is going to be so much fun, is maybe some poster board, maybe a notebook, cork board. You could even do a digital mood board. So there are apps out there that you can build vision boards, digital vision boards that you can keep with you all the time. I have one. I've never actually used it, but I really like the quotes it sends me daily. So that's super cool. So you could build a digital mood board using those apps as well, because it's kind of the same idea, except like I said, we're not going to add our goals and aspirations. So poster board, notebook, cork board, magazines, if you still read magazines, photos, fabrics. I've been hitting up digital places and just surfing around like Pinterest or Canva, or even just simple searches of things that I'm interested in. Choose things that feel natural to you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So what feels good to you, and just follow it, even pause. I have to pause and actually ask myself, because when I get excited about a project and I decide that I'm going to do this, I'll get laser focused on it, but I will forget to follow what feels right for me because I'm so focused on how I'm going to do this and the finished project. So I'm in the process of reminding myself, this has been an ongoing process for a few years now, of stepping back and asking, what do I need? And I will say, hey, body, what do I need? Or hey, soul, what do I feel? What am I feeling right now? What way do I need to go with this? So just pause and ask yourself that and do what feels right for you. Find your inspiration. So explore colors that feel right for you. Just don't pick. Say you want a blue and you see something blue and okay, that'll work. Is it the same tone of blue that you're really looking for? Because this is crucial. We want those things that will bring us calmness and will bring us back to our center about who we truly are inside, because that's what it's about. It's getting connected back into who we are, our inner self. So be very picky and explore the colors, the right shades, the right tones. Quotes. Quotes are a big one for me. I love quotes. I am a quote connoisseur. I will sit and read quotes for hours because I just love them so much. So pick quotes that are inspiring to you or that have meaning to you. Maybe it didn't inspire you, but maybe it made you feel good or it lifted you up that day. Maybe it was a quote that you found. You were having a bad day and you read something and it just made that day better. It rose your vibration, if you will. One of my favorite quotes is by Dr. Seuss. And now I'm totally going to mess it up because I always mess it up on my videos. It must be part of being a nervous thing or something. Even though I love doing these videos, I must still get a little bit nervous. But it's by Dr. Seuss. And it says, you have to be odd to be number one. Because I've been called weird and odd, all sorts of things throughout my entire life. People have told me you're very weird, you're very strange, you're odd. And when I read that quote, I'm like, yeah, I love that. You have to be odd to be number one. And it's so true on so many levels, right? So that's definitely one that I'm putting on my mood board, and it's simple, it's easy. So pick photos, go through, maybe it's a digital photo album you got. If you're my age, you probably still have photos, like actual photos in a box. I do. Artwork that evoke calm and joy, little pictures that evoke that. Textures is a big one, like fabrics, leaves, objects that feel grounding to you. So for me, I like leaves. I like sticks better though. I really like sticks, but my favorite is rocks. I'm a rock person, so I have tons of rocks that I've collected throughout my life, and I keep them in vases. My son picks them for me too, my oldest son. My youngest son a little bit, but my oldest son more so. So I have so many rocks. Definitely going to be rocks on my mood board. I also like crystals, the little healing crystals, although I don't always use them for healing. I just think they're pretty and I like to feel them. They're so smooth and I love them. So organize your board in a way that reflects how you want to feel. So an example is maybe calm images near your grounding quotes. Whatever works for you. Stand back and look at your board and look at all your material that you've collected and just get in touch with that intuition and let it guide you to build this board. And just get curious and see where it takes you. What are you going to build? I'm really curious to see what my intuition is going to lead me to build with this board. Just get creative. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all for you, right? Place this board intentionally. So in a meaningful spot where you can see it often, a space where you can take a deep breath and reconnect is a good one. So maybe an office or a place where you like to read. I have spots that I really like to read, spots around the house. I usually put, like, my vision board is in my bedroom where I walk by it multiple times a day and I will see it all the time. But I do know, and I have done this, some people will stick it in the bathroom, like by their bathroom mirror. Because like how many times are we in there in a day, right? As you grow, update your board because it's a reflection of your journey. So, as we grow, we might, okay, well, I don't need this feather anymore. I found this that will take its spot. Or these quotes, maybe these quotes don't feel good to me anymore. I found new ones that better suit to where I'm at in my journey. And don't be afraid to just take them off and replace them with something different. You could even use sticky tack. That's what I've been thinking about, so that I don't have to recreate my whole board, because there's things on my board that I think are going to stick with me for a very long time because it's about who I am. So I just wanted to share a few tips with you that I've read for mood boards that I thought would be very helpful. And the number one tip is, remember, this is your board. Yours. So focus on what makes you feel safe and inspired, not what you think others will expect, because it's not for them. And as an INFJ, I know we can be very good at pleasing others and giving them what they want. So quite often in everything we do, it will reflect that. So remember, I record these on my phone and it just sent me a message and I'm like, oh, a message. It will totally break where I'm at, break my focus. Anyway, remember, this is your board. So we're not doing it to please other people. We don't have to show anybody our board. This is for us. So that's why I said step back and don't rush with it. Ask yourself, what feels good to me? What do I want on this board? And it will be such a great way to really get to know and connect with your inner self. If you're struggling with that, I think this will be a really great way to do that. And it might really surprise you what you find out about yourself. It is so much fun when we start connecting with our inner self. It surprised me so much when I started doing this on who I really was. I had no clue. Now, for INFJs, if you're autistic, I do want to add, consider the sensory element to this. So things that feel calming, soft textures, a feather. Lots of ASD individuals love feathers. I know I really like feathers. So does my son. We really like feathers. So there's definitely going to be a feather on mine. And I have ducks and chickens, so most likely be one of theirs. Be easiest. I would like you, though, if you decide to create one, I would love to hear about what is on your mood board. If you're brave enough, you can put it in the comments of this video, or you can email me. My email is in the description of this video if you don't want to comment. I know as an INFJ, for a long time I wouldn't comment on videos or posts, but I would email. I will comment now. But if you're brave enough to comment, or if you're comfortable enough, we're not even going to say brave enough, we're going to say comfortable enough to comment, let me know what you put on your mood board so that we can inspire others. This is so great. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I invite you, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and feel free to share it. The more times it's shared, the more INFJs we get to help, and that's what it's all about. Again, thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.